Hey guys, how are you doing? I just came back in from the garden, and when washing my hands, even with the scrubber, you sometimes you just don't get all that dirt from out of the little nooks and crannies. So I'll be washing my hands over and over and over again. Could put gloves on, keep from getting dirt on my fingernails, but I like getting dirt on my hands when I'm in my garden. So deal with it. Alright, anyway, what am I working on? Right now, I'm working on a dishcloth to replace my old dishcloth, which was my first knitting project. I don't know how long it's been now. Probably, since 2008 or 9. Yeah. But it was, this was the original dishcloth. That's the back side. This is the front. It's been well used and well loved. As you can see, it's like a little vest. So you have the little cables and the knit through here. You have the rib border here. You have ribbing along the arms, and you have the ribbing along the neck. And basically, this dishcloth teaches you several stitches. It teaches you how to do the rib stitch. It teaches you how to do seed stitch. It teaches you how to do cables. It also teaches you how to separate like here you separate, you have 2 balls of yarn because you're working on these 2 pieces separately. And so it teaches you how to separate yarn like you would for, your project, like you would for, you're going to make a sweater and stuff. So it's a real nice beginner's pattern. It teaches you a lot of different techniques. And it makes things less scary to do. I still haven't done a knit sweater. I've crocheted a couple of sweaters before. I did a crochet sweater, and then I knit the sleeves. And I put a sweater together before from pieces that somebody else gave me. It was a child sweater. So I've sewn a sweater together, but I didn't knit it. So I think I would do better with a sweater where you do pieces and sew it together for my first sweater. I don't know. I have the class at Craft Seed for that Make Your First Sweater class. So I'll probably be doing that one and whatnot. So hopefully I'll be able to do it and do it successfully. So yeah, so I'm working on replacement dishcloth. This dishcloth used to be brown like that curtain hanging up behind at the very back of the room. That's how brown this dishcloth used to be. And this was not Pieces and Cream, the other one, cotton yarn. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on. So this is the yarn that I'm using. It was out of the bargain bin from Joann's or AC Moore. But that's why I always go get stuff from the bargain bins from. So this is the yarn that I'm using for the replacement dishcloth. And I'm on the second repeat of the cable pattern. I just did the second repeat of the cable. And I know it might be a little bit hard to see the stitches right now. I don't want to accidentally pull this off the needles. This is probably at my speed. I could probably do this in about 3 hours. So this is probably a 3-hour project for me, for people who knit faster than me. Because it's going back and forth. It's not knitting around or anything. So, and it's a total of 50-some rows. It's 55 rows. And then you have to do the armhole ribbing and the neckline ribbing. And so then that's going to be like another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like 11 or 12 more rows to do for the finishing. So it's not that hard. It's not hard at all. This pattern was, like I said, it was the pattern for the beginners knitting class that I took several years ago. And I'm just making another one because I really enjoy this dishcloth. So yeah. Alright. The other thing that I've been doing, like I said, I was out in the garden. So the toilet paper, using the empty toilet paper rolls to start your plants is awesome. You just pick one up, stick it in the hole. Pick one up, stick it in the hole. Pick one up, stick it in the hole. Cover it up, heal it up to the top, you know, to the plant and everything. It was that simple. I love it. So I've already got an old milk crate downstairs that we're throwing the old toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls into for next year, or for any seeds that I need to start to do my late summer and fall gardens. So yeah, so that is a very successful technique. So if you can't afford to get the little fancy seed starter trays and all that stuff, use a bag of potting soil and empty toilet paper rolls. And have a plastic bin that you can sit the toilet paper rolls in, and then that's what I did. I just sat them all in there, packed them in there good, and I just pour the potting soil over the top of it. If some gets down in the cracks and stuff, so what? Just pour it over the top, and then add your seeds and water, and boom, you're done. All right. And I had almost 100% germination rate. I had a couple of seeds that you'll have dead seeds. They'll start to sprout and then they'll just shrivel up and die. And then the seed next to it will be perfectly fine. So sometimes you get seeds that just do not have the genetic material to make it. That's all life. You have seeds. You have animals that are born, you know, stillborn or born weak, and they pass within minutes of birth. That's with all types of life. You will have some that are not perfect. They did not get the perfect information for germination and growth. So, the tomato plants, a lot of those are coming up. So I'm gonna let them get a little bit stronger root system, and then I'll be thinning them out. We'll probably let them get a good root system, and then I'll use Praxis water technique to separate them, and then I'll give some of them to someone else so they can use them. But the jalapeno peppers are coming up good. My husband will be happy. The sweet peppers are coming up good. The Philippine 6, which are 6 Philippine pepper seeds that I got from my friend Vanessa. I thought I had lost them all. But today when I said, well, let me just dump the trays, and then I used the popsicle stick, and I just sifted through little by little the potting soil that was in that 6-pack, and I found 5 of the seeds, and they were beginning to germinate. They had that little worm thing that comes out of the little indentation for the pepper seeds, and so they were starting to germinate. And so I took them and I took a wet piece of newspaper, and I put the wet newspaper over the potting soil in a flower pot, and then I placed my seeds around the wet paper, and then I put a light covering of potting soil that they had came out of onto it. Obviously, these are very slow germinating plants, or they need to germinate in full sunlight, or maybe from a heated tray. If I can get them all to survive so that I can get seeds from these guys, then they'll be more hardy. The next generation and the next generation will be more acclimatized to our weather here in Virginia versus the tropics. So which might be why they're taking them so long to germinate, when the jalapenos, which were planted on the same day as these seeds, are already that tall. And some of the Hungarian sweet peppers, they're about that tall. These seeds have just sent out the little first root or first leaf thing from this seed pod. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else. My throat is itching. The pollen count here today is horrible. And I'm taking Zyrtec, but I might have to get a prescription allergy medicine this year to go along with it, because I'm almost out of my prescription allergy medicine from last year. And no, it hasn't expired yet, so I can keep taking it. It hasn't expired. but I got to get my prescription renewed for it. Anyway, let's get down to the knitting and the crocheting. Alright, last time I talked to you guys, and my head is itching because I was sweating, so just bear with me. I told you guys I was going to start the Messalina shawl, and I was going to start the handbrake cowl. The handbrake cowl is addictive. Once you start it, you can't stop until you finish it. So, here's mine. It's finished. Let me see. So here's my cowl. You can see the pattern up close. The color is, it's called Pacifica. It's a cascade yarn. I don't know. And it's called Pacifica. It's a deeper green than this. It's like a spruce. Excuse me. It's like a spruce. That's the best way to describe it. It's more of a spruce than this. I truly, truly, truly enjoyed knitting this. And I'm going to do the hat. And I'm going to do the scarf. Truly, very, very, very enjoyable knit. Very enjoyable knit. So, yeah. I highly recommend this pattern. It's only $1 and some change. And it's for a good cause. It's for a cure for cancer. So, I finished the handbrake cowl. I don't have any rhyme or reason to this podcast, video, blog, vlog, whatever the hell it is. You know, y'all determine that, because for me, it's just me letting you guys know what I'm up to, what I've been working on, yada, yada, yada. Alright, so, the next thing that I finished, which I don't have anymore, but you guys have seen this over on Instagram, and on my Facebook, and if you go to my website, Shespins.com, you can also see them there. And those were some more of those slippers. I've actually made 2 pair of those slippers. One is just plain green. And the other one was a darker green. Yeah, there's a picture of the slipper, just one of the slippers, but they look just alike. So, you know, one slipper is 2 slippers for an officer. And everything that I work on. The easiest way to keep track of what I'm doing, or to see a picture of what I'm doing, is to go to my website. Because there'll be pictures from my the pictures are automatically imported from my Instagram. And you can see the shawl, the Lala Simple shawl that I finished as well. It's being blocked by Liz. So yeah. My throat is itching, so I'm very sorry. It's driving me crazy. This pollen is horrible. It makes your eyes burn and water. My skin, I have to make sure I wash my skin. When I come in, I gotta wash my skin. I gotta go wash my face when I finish this, and get any pollen off my face and neck and neck area and stuff, because it's actually breaking me out this year. It's so bad. So this other thing, and it's on my Instagram too, and my Facebook. My Facebook too. But I did. I tried out this pattern, and I used worsted weight yarn. But I need a smaller version of this. I need a smaller version that could go on top of a, I have to use a finer yarn to go on top of those little slippers I was making. But I really like this little flower, the way it turned out. I didn't weave it in because I'm gonna make a hat and attach this to a hat. I'm gonna crochet a hat and attach that. So this is how much yarn I had left from the handbrake cowl. So I'm going to do a hat. This should be enough to do a hat. It was one of those big skeins of Eco from Cascade. One of those real big skeins. I already made I crocheted a tam from it. I knit the handbrake cowl, and I have another for a knit hat. Enough for a knit hat. Even if it's not enough, probably what I'll do, I think it'll be enough. I would take some black and do the ribbing for the edge, and then do the body in this color. Or, you know, I might have. I might have some Gray would look good with that too. I know I got some more Cascade somewhere. Yeah, over there. It's not that exact shade, but it's the same. It's Cascade. And I also, well, here. This one is close. And this is mystery wool. And it's definitely wool. I already test burned a piece that I got from my friend, Teresa. So, it's in the bag that Kiki Boo sent my lavender sachet in. And the bag still smells really nice like lavender. Really like it. So this bin here mostly has my sock yarns in it. Yeah, like I'm knitting a lot of socks, right? But I have some shibui, whatever they call it. I think they call it shibui in there. I have some knit picks, some opal, a little bit of everything is down in there. Because I will one day be a sock knitter. Uh-oh. There's an error popped up somewhere. Is it still working? Yeah. Alright, so I will be a sock knitter one day. Just give me time. Give me time. Alright, so another work in progress is my daughter's blanket. Like I said, it's a square blanket, a traditional square shaped blanket. And I'm using the V-stitch. So this is how much I have so far. And I really wish you guys could see the real color of this yarn. It is really nice with this black sparkle yarn from Hobby Lobby. And so it's the mid green and it's the black sparkle yarn from Hobby Lobby. And the colors go so well together. So that's how far I've gotten on that. My husband went and picked up for me the rest of the yarn I need to finish this. So that's my at-home after-work project, is working on her blanket to try and get this sucker finished. This is for the week, this is my working on it in the car project until I finish this. Well, yeah, like, if I'm going to be a passenger in the car, this is what I'm going to be working on. Okay, now, I cast on the Messalina shawl, like I said. I'm using some more mystery bin yarn, and I'm not sure what yarn this is. I compared it to several known brands that I normally get out of the mystery bin, and it doesn't look like any of them. If anybody recognizes it, feel free to send me a message. But if I didn't know better, I would think this was some kind of knit picks yarn. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of knit picks yarns. Why is this thing? And when I was looking for that, it was inside the bag. This is one of my bags my friend Ashley made me. Mixed plate 84. See? It's a set. So, yeah, this is a light fingering, to heavy lace, and so that's what I cast on the Messalina shawl in. But I found out that this yarn, the reason it probably ended up in the bargain bin is it's not consistent. Some of it looks like it's a 2-ply. I mean, I guess it's a 3-ply, but some of it is finer than other areas. Some of it is loosely spun than others, but I'm gonna still use it because I use my hand spun twice now, and I actually kind of like that thick thin going into the project. But this is how much I've gotten done on the Messalina shawl so far. I'm really enjoying that center panel with the twisted cables on the side. That was a new to me technique. This is the first time I'm using the twisted cable. And the way Kay Jones has that pattern written, it was so easy to do. It was like, wow, why haven't I tried this before? She explains things so well, just so very easy to understand. So, you know, hats off to UK Jones. Then I can't wait to get a chance to work on this some more. So, and I'm using my Knit Picks Zyphers. They don't make these anymore, but I really like them. Unfortunately, the smaller ones I tend to snap because of my hand strength. I don't realize that they're bending so much because they're supposed to be a little flexible, have a little bend to them. But hey, it is what it is. So let me put this back in my actual bag. All right. So yes, that, and I did this. My garter tab cast on wasn't perfect, but I didn't care. But y'all know me, I don't do perfect. I do happy. I do me. So if you want perfect, you need to go somewhere else or learn to knit and do it your darn self. How about that? All right. Sock progress. Because I needed a cleanser, you know, from all the stuff I've been doing lately. This is why I'm doing the dishcloth. The dishcloth requires me to pay a little bit of attention to what I'm doing, but not too much attention. The sock is right here. I was hoping to have one sock finished by the time my husband came back from his brother to visit his brother in New York and being there for his brother doing his surgery. But this is how far I am so far. I haven't worked on it in about 5 days. So I need to start picking it up again because I'm almost at the part where throat is itching so bad. I want to do that thing where you like makes your throat out because it scratches your throat. So I got to do a lot more, I'm pretty sure, on my husband's foot. I don't have any of my notes from his other pair of socks, which they wouldn't really help me. Well, they would have, but it's worsted. The other socks were worsted, and this is a sock weight yarn. But this is how the yarn is pooling / kind of striping. So, and the color is a lot dark. It's not a lot darker than this, but it's more of a bluish, more of a, I don't know how to describe it. Let's see. What's the word I'm looking for? It has turquoise and violet blues. Yeah, it has more of that kind of color than this aqua kind of color that you guys see. So that's how much I've done on the sock so far. Now, let me put you back in there in your little bag. I cast on 72 stitches. I'm probably going to regret that. But hey, I probably should have did like 64 stitches or 68 stitches. He wears a size 12 shoe. So that's the sock. My other two works in progress is the Easy Peasy Cow, which I kind of want to just go ahead and work on this. I don't know. I think it's these cable needles is why I'm having so much trouble just getting it done. It's because I don't like the way it's bunched up on these needles. But I don't have. I mean, I have some with a longer cable on them, but that's like it was like too long, you know. It was like too long. The other size needles was too long for the size cable, the size that I'm doing. Okay. So yeah. And how this be happening? I mean, being in a bag, so how do you get twisted? Explain that to me. That tells me somebody been up here eyeing my wares. Someone's probably been up here rummaging around trying to see what they can steal from their mama. But yeah, I think this cow's gonna be good too. Be nice once I finish it. It's not perfect. I made some mistakes. I know I made some mistakes on the count because I wasn't paying attention. But I don't care. Y'all know me. I don't care. If you have a problem, if you're like the knitting Nazi, then you need not come nowhere near my house or my stash ever. Because it is what it is. As long as I can wear it, don't care if it's not perfect. You want perfection, you won't be long upon this earth. Ain't nothing meant to be perfect. So, alright, let me put those over there. And then the other thing was that Midori, I think that was the name of it. I haven't frogged this yet. I should frog it. I'm liking this yarn though. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing a blanket with this yarn. See? It's very stretchy. I mean, this is garter stitch though. It's gonna be stretchy anyway, but this yarn is stretchy. And I wanted to show y'all how the yarn is. See, like you see how this is? The yarn, how it transitions. This is like the pinkish one. Then this one is getting more and more pink in it. So, and it's like a bag of this yarn. Yeah. I should probably say that yarn, do something babyish with it. But when my daughter says that I'm going to be a grandma next year, or they're going to start trying, her and her husband going to start trying for a kid next year. So, if you live in a tropical place that don't have giant spiders, that I can have a little bit of land and can garden, or that I could be around other artists and stuff like that and be happy, just let me know. I ain't trying to be nobody grandma. Keep telling these kids that I'm not trying to be nobody grandma. I help take care of my younger siblings, and then I raised mine, and I still got 2 in high school. One's graduating this year, one's graduating in 2 years. Not trying to go there. I want to be able to enjoy life too, without no grandkids. You can have your little snotty-nosed children. You can change their diapers. I'm done. P-O-N-E. Done. I want peace. Quiet. That's what I want. People are like, oh, once you get your first grandchild, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I have pseudo-grands. I don't feel like that yet. And they're very cute kids. So, yeah. Ain't gonna get on this grandma kick again. But anyway, that's pretty much all I'm working on right now. Those are all my works in progress. My finished objects. Like I said, if you want to see the slippers, go to my Instagram, Shespins LLC, or go to my website, shespins.com, or go to my Facebook, and it's shespins.com, I think, for my Facebook as well. Alright, for what they call it when you buy stuff, stash enhancements. The only stash enhancements I got was the yarn to help finish my daughter's blanket. So I don't really consider that a stash enhancement because it's going straight to the blanket and right out my house. I have seed enhancements. I ordered some Filipino pepper seeds from eBay. I got the variety, and then I got these green hot ones, hot chilies from the Philippines. So I'm hoping those come soon, so I can go ahead and get them started. Oh, I'm sorry about the yawning, but I'm tired. It was an emotional, stressful day at work today, and plus this allergies got me tired and sleepy and everything. So yeah, I'm tired. So I'm gonna work on my daughter's blanket some, and then I'm gonna probably eat a late dinner and head off bed. So y'all take care. Bye bye. Let me know what you guys are working on. Like, comment, subscribe, yada 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 yada. that kind of stuff. Okay, take care.